Hello, welcome to ETV News. I'm Shamal Islam. President Girma Walda-Giorgis took delivery of letters of credentials of 8 newly appointed ambassadors to Ethiopia on Friday. The ambassadors who begin their term in Addis Ababa are from Guinea, Zambia, Libya, Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Burundi, Somalia and Argentina. Appreciating Ethiopia's long-standing contribution and participation in the African Union, the ambassadors have expressed their strong desire to step up existing bilateral relations that Ethiopia has with their respective countries. President Girma has expressed belief that the newly appointed ambassadors would give momentum to the existing all-rounded relations between Ethiopia and their respective countries. Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn conferred with United Nations Special Representative for Somalia Nicholas K on Friday. During the discussion or the occasion, the Premier said Ethiopia will continue to support Somalia's reconstruction. He affirmed the commitment of the Ethiopian government to support efforts of the Somali federal government and to build the capacity of government institutions, the police and defense forces. The special representative told journalists that the UN will channel resources towards quick reconstruction of Somalia. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn will hold discussion with some 1,700 senior officials of public higher learning institutions of Ethiopia on Saturday. The meeting will happen here at the AU headquarters. The academic leadership had been receiving relevant trainings for the past 20 days. Focus of the discussions would be industry, entrepreneurship and technology transfer. House of People's Representatives said the preparations are in full swing to simultaneously host the 34th African, Caribbean and Pacific Group States Conference, as well as the 26th European Union and African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of States Conference, which will happen in Addis Ababa. House Speaker Abadullah Gameda told ERTA that preparations were launched early, taking lessons from similar international conferences held in Ethiopia. He urged concerned stakeholders to work jointly on security, transport, hotel and other related issues. Both conferences will happen from the 1st to the 7th of December 2013. Norway and Ethiopia signed a partnership agreement on reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation REDD Plus project here on Friday. Agriculture State Minister Sleshi Getahun and Norwegian Ambassador to Ethiopia Odlinge Kvalheim inked the accord. He said the agreement will contribute to Ethiopia's efforts to build climate-resilient green economy. Ambassador Kvalheim, for his part, believes the partnership would contribute to a reduction of greenhouse gas emissions caused by deforestation and forest degradation. There is no specific budget for the partnership agreement, and it bases on result-based payments for verified results the parties will agree upon along the way. The agreement is part of the Durban Declaration, where Norway pledged to support $60 million to agriculture, forestry and energy sectors annually, the ambassador said. Public institutions across Ethiopia are planting tree seedlings this main rainy season in remembrance of the late Prime Minister Meles Zenawi, who had been the architect of Ethiopia's green economic development. Abata Hailu has looked at some of the major sites and has account this story.
Planting of tree seedlings has become a national agenda, and there is a massive mobilization across the nation happening at a time the country remembers the late Prime Minister Meles Zenawi, who had been the mind behind Ethiopia's green economic development. Employees of infrastructure development construction sector under the Minister of National Defense Force reaffirmed to pursue the vision of the late leader Meles Zenawi of green development strategy, along with safeguarding the constitution and security of the nation. The employees planted seedlings in Akaki subcity of the capital. Sector Director, through his representative Colonel Fisa Gabramadhan, recorded the recognition of Meles' environmental protection development at international arena. He urged members of the army to strive for the realization of his vision.
አረንጓዴ ልማት ፖሊሲያቸው በአገራችን ተግባራዊ እንዲሆንና
We are very much committed to put into practice his vision of seeing developed nation, particularly the ongoing activities like the Green Development Strategy and the construction of the Grand Hydropower Dam. What we are doing now, I believe, would contribute to step up the development of the country.
The employees also reiterated for conservation of biodiversity by strengthening engagement in green development activities.
የአረንጓዴ ልማት ፕሮግራም ስለሆነ
As member of the army, I'm content to participate in such green development projects in addition to my other national duty.
In a similar move, employees of Ethiopian Railways Corporation planted 3 seedlings around Galan area of the outskirts of Addis Ababa. Engineer Debo Tunka, Deputy Director General of the corporation, said on the occasion planting the seedlings helps improve the green development strategy, at the same time facilitates to achieve the late Meles legacy. He speaks of the readiness of the corporation in joining efforts of environment mitigation.
ከመሰረቱ ጀምሮ ከካርቦን ነፃ የሆነ የትራንስፖርት አገልግሎት ለመስጠት
To speak the actions that we are undertaking, there is an environment protection team responsible for looking after related tasks. The team would make sure that the seedlings take.
Participants of the event assured that they will be look after the seedlings every 3 months to see them sprout.
My participation here meant a lot for one thing. I am protecting the environment, plus I'm realizing the very dream of the late Meles Zenawi.
Meanwhile, employees and trainees of Ethiopian Airlines planted 3 seedlings on the premise of the flag carrier in Muri of Meles Zenawi on Friday. Chief Executive Officer of Ethiopian Tolde Gebremadar, speaking on the occasion, recalled the efforts of Meles Zenawi to the sustainability of Ethiopia's green development strategy. The employees also observed a minute of silence to the visionary leader.
Addis Ababa City Roads Authority steps up commitment to take measures on violators of roads protection rights. It calls on the public and other stakeholders to contribute for the safety of roads in the city. Lalu Tala reports.
Addis Ababa City Roads Authority has been constructing hundreds of kilometers of roads across the city. The institution has also been mandated to keep the safety of the roads built inside the capital. Asmalash Kedana Mariam, team leader of Road Safety and the Protection Office, told reporters that the performance of the authority last budget year was not that bad. More than 1,200 illegal actors who violated the rights of roads have been penalized, he added.
We've taken legal measures against 1,285 actors who were involved in violating roads rights in the just concluded year. The measures included financial punishments. 65% of the plan we set for the budget year has been accomplished.
To keep the safety of roads in the metropolis, a legally responsible law enforcement office has also been established.
Addis Ababa City Roads Authority has been actively engaged with pertinent institutions to maintain road safety. We've organized law enforcement office that can control illegal practice. It's begun its task recently. I believe the involvement of the public, construction companies and other stakeholders is essential to handle the challenge.
The authority has vowed to redouble efforts so as to tackle illegal practices on the roads across the capital.
Ethiopia gets ready to begin implementing a national AGOA response strategy, which was under preparation within 3 to 2 months. Garemo Ayaleo, Director General of Trade Relations and Negotiation with the Ministry of Trade, told the press on Friday the US government has shown interest to extend AGOA after 2015 at the 12th AGOA Forum. He said the 39 eligible sub-Saharan African states have agreed to prepare a national AGOA response strategy to better exploit the benefits offered by the provision. According to the director, Ethiopia's national strategy is crafted in a way that aims to address challenges faced by the nation in tapping the AGOA opportunities. Ethiopia has benefited from the recent AGOA forum it hosted in promoting its investment and tourism potentials. Residents of Sululta district in Oromia Special Zone have increased commitment to stop illegal human trafficking in their locality. The residents and the local administration have discussed ways of tackling the problem in their respective areas. The people have agreed to work jointly with the district administration to minimize the ever-increasing human trafficking across the nation. Communication Office of Sululta District reported that increasing public awareness is critical to address the challenge.